So, coach, he basically ends this essay by saying if you want to think clearly about things, assimilate as few things into your identity as you possibly can. Quote, the more labels you make for yourself, the dumber that you are. And when I read that, I thought that it had enormous implications for strength conditioning coaching and athlete performance. Coach, it's humongous. I wanted to tell you about an idea that I had after I was reading this essay by a guy named Paul Graham. So this guy, like, he is an entrepreneur. He's a programmer. He's like super famous for founding this company called Y Combinator, which basically they help like accelerate startups or help them get off their feet or whatever. But he's gotten better known for like writing these essays that I think are really good. I'll link that in the description. But he wrote this essay called "Keep Your Identity Small," and he was trying to like answer the question of why can't you have conversations with people about religion and politics. And obviously his thing was like, when it comes to religion and politics, people that have no idea, there's no entry level expertise to have a strong opinion about religion or politics, right? People are always experts in those types of things. So basically, he comes to the conclusion that the reason people can't have good conversations about religion and politics is because they've assimilated those things into part of your identity. The best thing to do is to assimilate as few things into your identity as possible if you want to think as clearly as possible, right? He has this line where he basically says, the more labels you make for yourself, the dumber you are. So as I was reading this, the implications of that for like sports performance and our type of training and stuff, it hit me pretty strong. Like, bro, think about how this happens in strength conditioning, sports performance coaching, all that stuff all the time. Like you hear guys talk about, oh, I'm a West Side barbell guy, or I'm a 5-3-1, or like we practice this way, or whatever. I think we also see this in when they're like giving presentations on training, and every time that you're going to present your thoughts on training or someone's presenting their thoughts on training, you always have like dissenters that are like, well, that's not how XYZ, this is a problem, that's whatever. And I think that this is compounded in our field because of the way that we work, right? A lot of coaches, strength coaches, all these people, they put in a lot of time, they put in a lot of effort. So they don't really have much outside of their life to rest their identity in. So their philosophy towards training, their approach towards coaching, that becomes their identity. That's why it's so difficult to have conversations with these people or to present ideas to them or things like that, which I'm also, I do the same thing, is because when you bring up an argument against a certain idea, you're not attacking or presenting something against an idea, you're attacking them. And I think, we're all guilty of doing this in the field because we put so much time and effort into thinking about how you should train, how you should prepare athletes, this stuff, that it becomes who we are. So I think it relates really strongly to this idea of the growth mindset by Carol Dweck, right? That as soon as you label yourself, what she calls the fixed mindset, you limit your growth and your potential. Whereas if you see yourself as constantly moldable and able to change and able to grow and have the ability to get better at really anything, then you open up your possibilities to be able to actually see that in fruition, to get better at things, to really excel and to reach your full potential. So coach, this is basically the conclusion that I came to after reading this. Don't assimilate training ideologies or philosophies into your identity. Just employ them, and that'll help you grow in the future. Let me know what you think.